Global warming. It may have serious implications for our planet, but scientists say we can fight it. One way is to work the land, keep more carbon in the soil than there is carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. But as Mother Nature carries that soil away, carbon goes along for the ride. Ohio State University soil scientists and biogeochemists are teaming up to map out carbon's journey and settle a growing debate in scientific circles. Is soil erosion a carbon source or a carbon sink?
Soil scientists and agronomists believe that accelerated soil erosion carries carbon with the sediments, and the carbon which is being transported over the landscape, being redistributed, can be decomposed by microorganisms and emitted into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. In contrast to this observation, there are several sedimentologists who study transport of sediments into the ocean, and they argue that soil erosion which is transported into the ocean and buried in the aquatic ecosystem is actually a carbon sink.
The North Appalachian Experimental Watershed in Coshocton, Ohio, is the target of a multidisciplinary project to determine how sediment is transported, redistributed, and deposited over the landscape during rain events, and how much carbon is lost in the process.
We're comparing the difference between storm runoff events and base flow, which is just low flow, everyday stream flow when you don't have rain. Now what you can see is that during a storm event, you have a lot more carbon and a lot more actually just soil that's eroded off the landscape, and that translates to more carbon that's eroded. So what happens to this carbon is what we're trying to figure out.
Researchers hope the answer will shed light on how carbon dynamics are tied to the global warming process.
What happens to that organic material really helps understand the role that agriculture might play in carbon sequestration like I said, on a larger scale. So that's one of the controversies, and it's one of the issues that I know Professor Lal has been interested in for some time. So we saw this as a great opportunity to interact with him and learn more about these managed landscapes and use the same tools that we use in geochemistry in a different kind of setting. So it's been a great boon to collaborate with him and his group.